Greetings, everyone. We are live again. Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Thank you so much for joining us, as we always do. We just want to thank you all for the support. Thank you for being a part of the Search for Huru family. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, and when we hit that 100K, I have a special giveaway for one of you, a lucky person, lucky subscriber. I have a special gift for you. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Again, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Become a monthly Patreon, patreon.com, search for Uhuru, patreon.com, search for Uhuru. And then tour April 20th through the 29th, Sierra Leone. Again, April 20th through the 29th, Sierra Leone. And actually, Kala is right next door to Sierra Leone right now. If y'all don't know, Kala is 10 toes down on the continent. Again, he is 10 toes down on the continent in Africa. So if you want to be 10 toes down on the ground as well, hit me up, dynastymirror.com, so you can join us in Sierra Leone. Without further ado, we have brother Kala Genesis on with us today, all the way from Monrovia, Liberia. And he's going to be discussing how and why Liberia is probably the best choice for African Americans when it comes to relocating and moving to Africa. Kala Genesis, go ahead, take it away.
Okay, are we getting good connection? I didn't go
Yeah,
out.
we're good. We're good. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, the topic of tonight is Africa Made Easy, Liberia, and I learned a lot the 2 weeks I've been here. Got one more week left, and this has been a life-changing experience, right? And this trip answered a lot of questions I had about coming here, coming to the continent, right? Because make no mistake, wherever you go on the continent, majority of black people, you're in Africa.
Right.
And even though Monrovia is pretty cosmopolitan and modern and everything like that, you're still reminded that you're on the continent every day. The things that you see and stuff like that. That being said, as even though this is the only country I've visited so far, what I'm gauging is it seems to me this country is probably for Black America. Sorry about that. I'm in a restaurant.
No problem.
A soft landing. Somebody's making a shake. A soft landing as far as like coming here to invest.
Hey, Kala, you're real low.
Coming here to invest, coming here to put down roots and something like that. Just to say you're a piece of the continent.
Kala.
So
I'm saying
let me say
you're
something.
real low. You're real low. Yeah, you got headphones at all or anything or no?
No, I should have brought my I should have brought my Bluetooth,
That's
but I
better.
didn't
Just
do it.
I guess
Can you hear me?
come closer to the mic or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what I'm saying is, like, since I've been here, I've learned a lot about how things operate here. But Bluetooth headphones. Hold up. We can't connect to here. Oh no, it's not gonna work. No. My girl was telling me about these Bluetooth. It's not gonna work. But anyway, what I was saying was this: like people ask, well why? What do you think about Liberia? As far as I'm concerned, since I've been here, I don't see anybody telling black people from America no. That's the whole thing. You hear stuff. Can you hear me? You hear stuff around people who'll see. I hear horror stories all over the continent. Oh, this is what I got. I got cheated out of money. I got stuff didn't work, and we went to go do this project and stuff like that. And what I'm hearing now is like what here is, you come here and there's people that's willing to work with you on the ground. Because remember something, there's a lot of people in Liberia. Almost majority of them got relatives in America. They know how it works in America. They know about Black America. They know why we're here. They know why we would come here. What's the fascination with this country, particularly, and they know all that. So it's not like oh well, long lost African. You just blend right in, and they treat you like a local. You know about you could talk. You could talk to them about what's going on in America. You could talk to them about sports. You could talk to them about culture, politics. You could talk about Pan African politics. black nationalist politics and everything. It's like normal conversations with the average Liberian here. So like I said, that to me is Africa made easy. Because a lot of places you can't go to and talk about these things, right? Because they're like, oh, that's in America, that's not here. We treat everybody the same and all this kind of nonsense. And so that's what I'm getting from here. And like I said, I met a lot of wonderful people that want to work with me when I get back to the States and everything like that. And I do believe this could be a launching point.
Uh-oh, we lost him. Guys, sorry about that. Again, hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. Hopefully, Brother Kala hops back on. We lost him. Let me message him real quick and let him know that we had lost him. Sorry about the technical difficulties. All right, so let's get him back on, guys, and then hopefully we get the transmission back going. Again, hopefully we get it back going.
I'm back.
All right, Colin, we got lost you.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, go ahead. We lost you at a soft landing spot. Or you were talking after that, but we got lost you. Go ahead. Go ahead. They called it the connection was better at your house than it is where you're at now.
Yeah, no, hold on. Okay. Yeah, it was better at the place, but I'm like miles away.
Right.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we not? Can we?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, okay. So what I'm saying is, you don't hear anybody telling you no here. I've been asking really good questions. I asked a question to a guy who handles land acquisitions and titles, stuff like that. I said, look, if you have somebody coming to America coming over, will they get a hassle? No. We understand. We come from America. We understand why people come here. It's not like other countries where you got these tribal laws or colonial laws that prevent foreigners from coming here, owning property and everything. But if you're black from America, a lot of times they assume you're a Liberian coming back to return and stuff like that. And people own property. Properties aren't really tied to, citizenship. It's really tied to if you're black or not. So like I said, that to me is a soft landing as far as like getting acclimated to the continent. And like I said, maybe because this is my first time to the continent, but like I said, but I what I did was when I came here is I listened a lot. I would ask questions and I listened. And I listened more. It's the first time in my life I listened more than I spoke. I let people speak. I got a lot of video footage and people tell me their stories. They tell me how it used to be, and I learned a lot. Most people tell me they like Charles Taylor. I didn't know that until I got here. They said they like Charles Taylor. It's like, the international community, I said, had it wrong. They said most people said Taylor was the best president. And so I was shocked when I heard that. And so basically, it's a really a wonderful place for Black America, to go to, because you got a familiarity, you got everything you want here as far as like launching into the rest of the continent. You have a base of operations which you can gauge other African countries. You have like Nigerians living here saying, wow, I see, you got Nigeria, I heard a story. A Nigerian living here saying, wow, I understand what the black people who came from America tried to build. This is a free country.
Right.
This is a free country. He said, Nigeria can never be like this, So it's a culture. So when people are being dismissive of land of liberty, what does liberty mean? That transcends, that goes to this day, that idea of liberty, freedom and everything, no matter how many times people try to become a warlord or whatever like that, it just does not work in Liberia because the culture is built around liberty. And
right.
so therefore, when people say, well, Liberia, it's a very, very free country. It's a very, very free country. And so, like I said, it's like an entry-level country for Black America before you get into the real stuff,
Right.
the deep Congo and Uganda and all these other places like that where you really got to get deep into Africa, deep into Black Africa. Nigeria. That's for the long haul. This is a place where you could like a easy entry level country that because they talk about liberty and democracy and other stuff like that, and freedom of religion and all the stuff like that, so that we're used to it. So when we come here, it's not a culture shock, like as you would go to other places. And then as you, I guess, as you get on the continent and you get acclimated to more things, for a while, then I think you're ready to deal with some of the other cultures, the stronger cultures. Like I said, I was here for a week before I went to the Douala market. I told you about that, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
it was like a week. And I was like, I was in my Roby all the time, everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but as soon as I went to Douala, I was like, damn, I'm in Africa.
All right.
That was real powerful. That was a traditional market in Liberia, and I was like,
Right.
whoa, it was like chaotic, But I've heard these stories. The market is chaotic. People come there to gossip, and that's where it is. That's where the market, the African market. When you go to Douala, that's the African market.
Right.
And so then when you drive out of Douala, it's almost like you're in rural South Carolina and North Carolina again. When you go to the upriver places, Clay Ashland, Brewerville, Caldwell, Bensonville, New Georgia, White Plains, all these settlements, for old settlements. You think you're in the old South. It's like you went from, Monrovia, very cosmopolitan. You go through Freeport, you go to Douala, right? That's Africa, right? And then it's almost like you're going to the country. It's like having Georgia and Tanzania, Botswana, and Detroit all in one radius, and the Carolinas in one radius. And so I said, the black people in America would, if they want to start in Africa, I think this is the perfect place. You could start. People who just I don't know, whatever like that. I think Liberia is a perfect place to start. Journey into Africa. That's just my opinion from what I've seen here. And me being somebody being a strong Pan-Africanist and everything, I could take any part of Africa, at once. But I'm saying the average to the layman who's saying, something, I've been listening to this Kawa guy for years and everything. I think I'm going to make this move and everything, And some people would jump right into Ethiopia. Like, dude, our culture is real far from Ethiopia.
Yeah, Ethiopia is a completely as far as the culture, Ethiopia is completely different.
Right, I'm saying they go jump right into freaking somebody. I mean, one chick I knew years ago was in Malawi, right? She didn't like it because she stayed there for 3 years, right? And she said, "Okay, it was great," but when she noticed how the way that they would worship the white people, right, and charge her more for stuff and everything, and a white person would get a cab before she would get a cab, whatnot. That kind of wore on her, right? And she was like, she would see these little kids fawning over white people. That's the one thing you don't see here. You don't see freaking black people here fawning over white people. A white man walking down the street, it's not no big deal. Heads don't turn. There's no it's a white man. It's not like that here at all. It's not like that here at all. White people keep their distance. They're here, but you see them here and there and whatnot. But it's a really good atmosphere, And people, you'll notice that when you get here. It's like, okay, you see a Portuguese or Lebanese, whatever, a white person, a European here. It's like, okay, well, he's here on business, whatever. It's no, Mr. White Man, oh yeah, shakalaka, come welcome to Africa. I always wanted to go to Europe. Come here. No. The average Liberian is like, they're white. You'll never be a Liberian. That's the way they say in their mind. And so when I come to them, I'm like, man, geez, that's a kinship there. I get like, I know that I'm accepted because I'm black. And this white guy, no matter what he has, whatever like that, he's never going to be accepted in society fully. He's always going to be a white man. And so when people start talking all that, the American Liberians, all that stuff is out the door, man. Liberia is a testament, right? That this idea of Pan-Africanism or cultural Pan-Africanism really worked. It really worked. The founders of Liberia in the 18th century had an idea, and it's finally taken root because people from all different backgrounds and everything, they wear the same styles, and everybody's It's a modern black society, tribalism, all that stupid stuff and everything that Europeans use to divide people and conflict and everything. That's really out the door. And so, like I said, this is a place you would feel. I'm telling you, you just have to really come here. Like I said, I haven't been to other parts of Africa, right? But from what I hear on YouTube and everything, I'm just going by what I hear on YouTube and everything. When people getting called a brony and stuff like that, and people getting cheated. Oh, I will say this, right? You got to have somebody with you, right? That knows how to
Yeah, that's all over Africa. Yeah.
bargain in the market because you'll get taken advantage of. You will get taken advantage of. Yeah, I could have got this shirt for $10 cheaper. But she she heard my accent, and
Right.
yeah, okay. I was like, okay, go ahead, sister. I'm helping the cause. I feel like I'm helping the cause. Yeah, take that extra $10, whatever, like that. But for the most part, you know, here you feel like you're a part of something. You're not a foreigner. I have not gotten. I'm a foreigner here yet. All people keep saying is, "Well, welcome home." You know, if you want that sense of belonging, no rituals, no damn divinations, and all this kind of, jumping up and with Dr. Boom Shakalaka, you know,
Doctor Who? Doctor Who?
Dr. Boom Shakalaka, Dr. Boom Shakalaka throwing water at you and all this kind of stupid stuff, If you want the full experience of Africa, come and also the fact that I don't have to, here, all you have to do is be a black man. I don't have to friggin' what's so funny? Oh, okay. Somebody making fun of in the chat room? So my girl in the chat room. Somebody must be saying some stupid stuff. She's laughing. And somebody comments in the chat room.
Mhm.
But the bottom line is, you don't have to go to Dr. Boom Shakalaka, right? And this another thing is this, right? I get the impression that that Liberians, at least Africans, right? They like black people in America that's strong, right? So you can't come here and play oh, America beat me down, so I'm in Africa. They're like, yo, I got a niece over there studying in Temple.
Mhm.
They know the game, They got people in America, they going back. It's so connected with black America. So you can't play that game. You're in Africa, but don't play that game. Come here to produce something, Come here and be productive. They want to see what you can do. This is a country that's very competitive when they need value education and success. And if you're a loser in America, you're going to be a loser over here. But if you project positiveness and you project strength, and stuff, you will be all right over here. You'll be treated like a king. Like I said, I've been treated. I don't know what I'm going to do when I go back to America, man. That is, I'm ruined. I don't know what I'm
Listen, now
ruined.
you know how I feel every time I hop on a
Yeah.
plane to come back.
I'm like, I've been treated like a friggin' king since I've been here, man. I've been treated like I said, I've been treated like a king since I've been here, and I just unbelievable. Now, some people may say, well, because some people now, of course, I got my haters the last 2 weeks, Dinus. My haters are out there. First of all, they're saying, Kala, you're only going to Liberia because they're treating you special. I dare you to go to Nigeria. They're going to kick your ass and whatnot and put you in your place. I'm like, dude, I took the time to come to Liberia, my first country in Africa. Now people are like, I want to see what happens when Kala goes to Nigeria. I want to see what happens when Kala goes to Ghana. What I'm saying? You think he's going to be all, blah, blah, blah. They're going to ignore his ass. I'm like, yo, look, can I enjoy this country, man? I love it here, man. I'm serious, man. I freaking love it here. You have no idea how much I love it here. I was like, damn, I feel guilty almost. Like, damn, man, like I don't deserve the treatment I get here. So it's unreal. It's unreal. People want to talk to me. Everybody, I got an audience everywhere I go. People listen to me. And people looking at my ideas and everything. What is somebody saying? Give me that. You know.
Guys, hit that like button again.
Oh,
Please
look.
hit that like
Oh,
button.
this lady, Dinus, what is this girl? She has a problem with me calling Isabella. She has a problem with me calling you my girl. She's still my girl. Okay, my woman. This lady Sandy Kelly, she's after me, man. I swear to God, Yeah, collar spill special or whatnot, and it's not no offense to Nigerians or whatnot, but like I said, this is a country. This is a country that if you're a Black American, African American, right? You will feel some sort of special. I mean, it's just is what it is. I'm gonna take it like it is. The African culture here is dead, man. You got everything. You got contemporary culture here, the music, and other things. Like Dinus.
Huh?
Now, I figured out. Remember, we said we're gonna do a show. The problem of Black America is that African American is that you're in America. Remember that? We said
Yeah,
we're gonna do a
what's
show. The problem of being Black in America is the fact that you're in America.
Yeah.
I've noticed something, right? I listen to the radio stations, right? The music here is off the chain. That dude, Fireboy, Firebrand. That's my theme song for this whole vacation. That song, Jealous. You know, you heard that song.
Cool.
With that song, Jealous. His name is Joey Boy, something like that. It's Fireboy. He was listening on Barack Obama's playlist. That's how he got famous.
Uh-huh.
But that's the baddest song. I mean, and they have a mixture of African house music. Everywhere you look, there's clubs and bars playing. Look, these people know how to party, man. You get to the point where I'm all partied out. They know how to party. You got traditional dance, traditional in there. They fuse all together. You got Angolan samba, Cuban music here. You
Uh-huh.
got this is what people listen to all day. They're not listening to murder, 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 kill, kill, kill.
Right.
You know, you know. Didn't know it. Okay, So the bottom line is this. I'm looking on the news, right? Every day, Dinus, someone's getting shot and killed in America.
Colin, you know what, Colin? Let me cut you off real quick. This is supposed to be Black History Month. This has been probably nothing's been going on. Like, this is supposed to be Black History Month, allegedly.
Bro,
This has been like the worst Black History Month ever.
The only thing you'll hear about in Black History Month now is the first gay this, black this, the first to push it. They don't really care about Black history unless they can push an agenda. They didn't care about the Black African American Museum. What they do? The gay exhibit. That was all it was put there for. Gays. That's what Obama was there for. That's all it is. Nobody. Black history and Black culture in America is dying. Because nobody wants to know about it. Nobody cares about that. The only thing you're gonna hear about is Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. That's it. Nothing else. All the real history, and the reason why Liberia history is so popular right now, because me and several other people went to work, and I realized that they tried to erase this history, and this history of Liberia had a major impact on why the OAU was formed, major impact of challenging America and white supremacy and stuff like that, and the whole idea that we can govern ourselves and build a nation, which led to the independence movement in Africa. They kept this whole country, the whole history of this country away from us. And so I'm like this. So my whole thing is, my mission in life is to make sure that the world knows that this country was created by Black people, founded by Black people from America, with an idea that we can govern ourselves and everything. And they proved that. The fact that Liberia is still standing after all the stuff like that, all the naysayers, all the haters and everything, this republic is still standing. It's still here. They can say what they want. When I'm driving on Tubman Boulevard, it looks like I'm driving in Manhattan. I said, that's a testament. I said, this country was not built by Europeans. It was not settled by the French. It was not settled by the Portuguese. Everything. This was settled by Black men from the diaspora, African diaspora, people from the Caribbeans, people from the Americas, people from other parts of Africa. That's another people don't talk about. A lot of people from other parts of Africa. Other parts of Africa settled here and joined this new country. People who were recaptured from the high seas and settled here and everything. So when you look at Liberia, it's like a cosmos, it's like a mosaic of Black cultures and everything. That's why it's so easy for different tribes to get along, because there's no real, one tribe dominates or not. When you go on the streets of Randall, did you go on Randall Street and Broad Street and go shopping diners when you were here? Downtown.
Yeah, I was all over downtown. Yeah.
Was the streets packed with vendors? I mean,
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's like Delancey Street and Jamaica Avenue back in the days,
Yeah, but you haven't been to like Nigeria yet. You ain't been to Nigeria or like Ghana, markets in Nigeria, Ghana. Yeah.
Maybe I can't judge too soon. So I was just like blown away by the culture and stuff like that here, and what I'm seeing on the ground and stuff like that. And all I'm saying is, that if you want to fit in, belong, all the sob stories I keep hearing from Black America, it's like I'm over here, right? And it don't dawn on you until you leave America, right? Everybody in America, same story. They don't accept us. It's white supremacy and whatnot. And I'm like, yo, look. And this is another thing. You know, you don't have to. If you could basically come over here, come over any part of Africa you want to, at least twice a year, right? That's something that African. Let me tell you something. What's the difference between us, right? That's why we have. That's one thing I do agree. But what they say, the FBA, Foundation of Black America, there's something different between us and other people. People from the Caribbean, right? They have that escape. They can go to the islands. They have that getaway. It's something. People from Mexico have Mexico. They can go away with, right?
Right.
Africans have other places. The only group of people that have nothing, right? White people control everything. I think are the Black people from the descended slaves in America. Our whole existence is decided what Langston Hughes said, shore to shore. That means our existence is decided by the borders of America.
Mm-hmm.
You don't veer off the plantation. That's your total identity. You know what I'm saying? The shores of America. Shores of America. I never agree with that. I said, why should my ancestors start there? Do you know that African Americans built a city called New Liberia in Baja California, Dennis? In the 1920s? So in Baja California, settled. They couldn't get to real Liberia, right? So they built a settlement in Baja California called New Liberia. They built.
Shout out to O'Shea, Duke Jackson,
O'Shea, what's up,
O'Shea?
I want to try to get on O'Shea's show before I leave too. If you have me, Kindanda, if you have me.
Yeah, Kindanda.
But what I'm saying is this: Black people don't know though. Black people who settle in the Dominican Republic. Matter of fact, the first settlements in Dominican Republic were African American who went there in the 19th century. People don't know that African Americans went to Panama, settled another one called Liberia. There's a Liberian Panama. People don't realize that. Black people, African Americans settle in Panama. There's African Americans in Panama. People don't know there's an African American in Panama, Trinidad, Guyana, and all these other countries in Central America where African Americans left. People don't realize those African Americans that went to Brazil. People don't know that. They say, why do you got Black people in America? Those people don't know those African Americans that went to Colombia. So our whole existence, people don't realize those African Americans that went to South Africa. The first Black communities in South Africa were African Americans who worked for the Anglo-American Corporation and was with the AME Zion Church. AME African Methodist Episcopal Church. People don't know those African Americans who settled in Russia. People don't know that. Black Russia. And they were accepted. They went to rural Russia and had farms and everything. They were accepted. I know a lot of people know about the Blacks who went to France. That was probably the largest group that went to Paris. So what I'm saying is, when you say African Americans, right, everything is not what they want to do is define us by our suffering in America under white people's domination. And so therefore, like I said, when you start talking about this is why Yvette Carnell wanted to get rid of you 3 years ago now. Dynasty, it's been 3 years now.
Right.
You and me, 3 years, man. It's been 3 years now. Damn, time go by quick. It's like yesterday. You cannot basically talk about anything outside the borders of America.
Yeah, but what do they like? I haven't been listening to Tone Talks, and what are they talking about now? What's there to talk about?
Well, the whole thing is they realized that they lost. There was never gonna. I told you I said this, right? I said this. Nobody listened. The reparation movement was just a distraction. Instead of talking about building Africa, they're saying let's campaign for America. Okay, we did all that. We got civil rights. So let's get reparations. No. When you said you want to integrate into America, that threw the reparations thing off the table.
Somebody said there's a reparation. Somebody said there's a reparations hearing on the 17th. You had 20 hearings. Yeah. God, I mean, it's a stalling tactic. Reparations hearing is a stalling tactic.
The Negro stalling tactic and everything is basically stalling tactic to basically keep you engaged in the American political system. Because the one thing they don't want to do, want you to have is options. You know, options meaning that you have other options. You don't care about the American political system. They need black people because once black people give up on the American political system, then what? What do you do with all those votes? What do you do with all those people? You know, so that's why they have Roland Martin out there. You know, now Roland's telling us, vaccines are dying, and also, and these people don't care because all they know, yo, look, everyone's getting paid. You know, every time you see somebody on TV and they're basically talking this stupid stuff about the Democrats and everything, remember something: we don't have real leadership anymore that talk about politics because there's nothing else. There's nothing else. There's nothing that you're going to get. Black people. This is what I was saying on the last time I was on here. Black people have already reached the pinnacle in America, right? Economics is not it. That's not the problem. We have social problems. We have cultural problems in Black America that the economic system can't solve, right? And one of the things is this idea that you feel, no matter what, as being Black in America, that you feel oppressed and you feel like you're alienated and stuff like that. Now, what you have right now in white America is this guilt that's going on. You know, they seem like they're fighting white supremacy more than we are. You know, we got to fight white supremacy. Well, you benefit from it. How are you going to convince me that you're going to fight for something that I know fundamentally you benefit from? I had to tell this one white lady that. Told her on Facebook. I said, look, you know, I said, ma'am, in all honesty, you know, what angers me is when a white person like you talk about racism with your blonde, blue-eyed hair, and you don't have to really deal with this, you know? And she goes, you know something? I know what you mean. I said, you know, so the best thing you can do a lot of times is instead of sitting there trying to get cool points from Black people, that's what it is. Everybody's trying to get cool points from Black people, you know? Oh, see, like this. They want to throw Donald Trump under the bus to get cool points. And I'm with the cool crowd. And that's all backfiring on them right now, you know? And so I said, the best thing you could do, ma'am, is shut up, you know? And she said, you know something, you're right. But she goes, be honest with you. She goes, Carla, she goes, I have a brother who's half Black, you know, and he says the same thing. I said, yeah, that's right. You know, there's nothing you could say. As long as you, well, I said, if you're white in America, enjoy that white skin and white skin privilege, you know? Don't sit here and tell me, you just so, I'm so woe is me, I'm white, I'm sorry with the Black. Yo, just enjoy your shit, right? And understand. So my job as a Black man is to find happiness for me. And building Pan-African links is something I know they can't do. This is how I find my happiness, you know? And doing something like that they can't do. That's why I'm building my organization over here and I'm building a Pan-African future, you know, for me and my family and everybody else. Now, people will say, well, what does that do? I said, well, it tells me that my whole existence is not tied to the 50 states of America. You know, I have other options, you know. If when America is like this, well, I'm focused over here, you know. Well, what about the election? We gotta get out the vote. We gotta get the vote. Nah, no, I really don't care. I mean, honestly, guys, I'm never voting in America again. You know,
I won't either.
I'm done. You know, I'm done. I don't care about who gets elected president. I don't care about any of that stuff. Carl, you let your people down. Look, man, the bottom line is this. At the 2020 election, right, it just showed me that voting does not matter. Black people vote on their emotion. They don't think about the long-term ramifications of what they're doing.
Right.
And you thought you were gonna vote and negotiate after the fact.
Right.
You really thought you were gonna get a reparations check. You was that. And Dinus, from what I'm hearing, man, have you guys got that $1,400, $2,000 stimulus? Whatever happened to that? Come on, Dinus. The Dinus, Joe Biden said, you vote for Warnock and the other guy, the check will be in the mail. He said the check will be in the mail once you vote for Raphael Warnock, whatever the guy's name is, another guy.
He's under investigation for voter fraud.
What is that? Whatever happened to that? I couldn't get any details.
I'll look up the article real quick, but he's under investigation for voter fraud.
Voter registration fraud.
Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, you never know what's gonna happen with it. Let's hear it. So go ahead. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. You know,
Yeah, I'm
so
looking
what I'm
up. Go
saying is
ahead.
this. What I'm listening, I'm looking, I see when you're looking over there and people are like this, and here, and let me tell you something. I don't know if I said this last time, right? About the vendors on the streets. They keep boxes of money, right? Boxes of money, full of money. The vendors all keep on every corner where you can get change, everything like that, right? And nobody, and they can sit there and walk away from their money box, right? And nobody touches it, right? A Nigerian guy said that can't happen in Nigeria. People rob you, kill you, everything. You can walk down the streets, any back alley in the street, right? Choke with people and not get assaulted, whatever like that. People bump you, how you doing? I mean, it's unbelievable. People are so freaking law abiding. You don't need police here. You know, people, you don't even need police here. They're law abiding. They didn't dawn on me, right? In America, right? I see a lot of people like, okay, I see panhandlers, I give out money and everything here sometimes. But for the most part, people just going about their day. Yo, look, traffic lights are not working. Diners, I only seen 2 accidents since I've been here. You know, 2 accidents since I've been here, right?
Here we go.
All police
Let me
do
read
is
this real
go
quick.
here, go here. They tell you stop here like that.
Carla,
There's no police
let me
pulling
read this.
somebody over. Sorry.
Carla, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Carla? Let me read this real quick. All right. Let's see here. Among the cases referred for prosecution on Wednesday were 4 incidents of felons voting or registering to vote, 4 cases of non-citizens voting or registering to vote, and 1 case of misplaced ballots during the 2020 general election. Also among the group were canvassers for 2 organizations trying to register people to vote, including one who allegedly submitted registration applications they knew were fake. And among the defendants, the New Georgia Project, which allegedly submitted 1,268 voter registration applications after the 10-day deadline, causing voters to be disenfranchised in the March 19, 2019 special election. Newly elected Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock headed the organization at the time. The group was founded by Stacey Abrams. Samuta Shomi Pittman of Atlanta for allegedly submitting 70 false voter registration applications while canvassing for the Coalition for the People's Agenda. Floyd joins in the Fayette County Board of Elections and Voter Registration, where he was director at the time, for allegedly improper handling of 4 memory cards registering 2,760 votes in the November 3rd, 2020 general election. Joseph Lee Blackman of Atlanta for allegedly registering to vote while serving a felony sentence. Hassan Dawood Musaddiq of Decatur for allegedly voting while serving a felony sentence. All right, the list goes on. Go ahead.
Yeah, so my whole thing is this. And when they say, okay, what's it worth it, right? All the people at Atlanta, like now Diners right now, Atlanta is hot Atlanta right now, you know.
Man,
Y'all supposed to look like y'all got
Kyle,
all
you're
that
kind of
political
low.
power, but why y'all so
Kyle, you're kind
unhappy?
of low. You move closer to the site, to the phone or tablet.
Are you there?
That's better. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's better. Go ahead.
Hold on. Okay. On my end was frozen up a little bit. Okay, go ahead,
Go ahead.
Dennis.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying that Atlanta is off the chain. Y'all got a crime rate right now. What's going on? You have all this political power, man. Atlanta's hot Atlanta. You know, that's Wakanda. You know, that's Wakanda. Y'all got all that, so like that. And crime is off the chain. I'm saying to myself, a little tiny city like Monrovia got no crime, basically. You know, and y'all off the chain over there, and y'all got all these powerful people. Y'all put 2 senators. You got put a black senator in the U.S. Congress Senate. Y'all basically got Stacey Abrams. You know, delivered the state of Georgia to Joe Biden. You know, y'all got all this political power,
Yeah,
but black people ain't even there
here
every
we
time.
go. Here we go, Kala. Homicides surged 58% in 2020.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? The problem is, Dynas, is they whipped up people all this anger, right? Like in 40 friggin' days, 60 homicides in 40 days in the city of Philadelphia. right? First 40 days, 60 homicides. All this anger they whipped up last year, right, just to get black people to vote. The reason why Trump won in 2016, dynasty, because black people were unenthusiastic about voting, right?
Yeah.
So they deliberately. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of these racial killings were done by white liberals themselves. Think about what I just said. They want the only reason why the only way they can engage black people in the political process is to make you miserable and angry. So they have no intention of getting rid of the things that they say they're gonna get rid of. If it wasn't for racism, Joe Biden wouldn't be in president
All right.
because we were told if we get the orange man, racism will disappear. Why would they do that? The only way they get you to vote or participate is because they tell you that they're protecting you from the very same thing that they benefit from. You know, I always thought black people had the street smarts. You know, I always thought black people were street smart and
So here we
stuff
go.
like that.
Colin,
Black
here's another one. Here's
oh,
another one.
I think we
Colin,
were
here's
used
another
to
one. Colin,
think.
here's another one. Chicago recorded 774 homicides in 2020, up from 506 in 2019. New York City's homicide count rose to 462 last year, up nearly 45% from 319 in 2019. Goodness. Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah, so my whole thing is this. They whipped black people up last year, right? They grossly, and people don't like when I say this, right? I think they grossly exaggerated a lot of police killings because there were more black people killing each other. People don't like when I say that, right? But that's the truth, right? They don't like black people don't like the truth, right? We all grieved over George Floyd and everything, but they didn't care about George Floyd. Notice how you don't hear nothing about the case? Because the election's over. You know, the election's over. The George Floyd was just to make you angry. You know, they said, look, if you're not going to get out to vote, we're going to make you out to vote, right? How you going to do that? You're going to tell black people it's so racist there that the only way we're going to do this is we're going to defund the police, you know? And black people bought it. Oh, we're going to defund the police. What the fuck does that look like, defund the police? You really think that's crazy? You really think these white people in the suburbs are going to let you roll through their neighborhoods? No. They said anything they could to get you out there to vote and everything, defund the police, reparations, all the stuff like that. Black people, 2020, you thought black people, they just said, oh, we arrived. We finally have political power and all that. We just have to get rid of the orange man, you know? And you look at that in 2021, right? Now, black people are, in our total history, Dinas, over the last 60 years, black America is at its weakest.
Right.
Wow, we got all these black political figures. We're irrelevant. We're irrelevant in the thing in America, right? And so, like I said, this coming to over here and looking at it from this standpoint and everything, it was a real eye opener and stuff like that. And I'm just grateful. Anybody want to call in, Dinas?
Yeah, guys. Listen, we're gonna take a couple calls again. We're gonna take a couple calls. Dartavian, what website are you referring to? Hit me up, Uhuru at searchforhuru.com. Uhuru at searchforhuru.com. But Kyle, you have a point there. Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. Who else? Who else was killed? The guy that got shot in the back trying to walk away from the police. That's going to his car. I can't think of his name. Guys, help me out in the chat room. So Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. I forgot the name of the other guy.
Right.
Completely. Ever since Biden and Kamala's been in office, completely.
Yeah.
Forgot about.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, Dinas, that's the
Rashad Brooks.
Yeah. Or what about the Ahmaud Arbery?
Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah. All gone. You know.
No, that wasn't Rashad Brooks. Rashad Brooks was the guy here in Atlanta. I'm talking about the other guy that was, I think, in Minnesota or somewhere. Yeah, but go ahead. Go ahead, yeah. Jacob Blake. Go ahead.
Jacob Blake. Oh, you know something? Remember we were saying that, and people coming at it like that. Jacob Blake
came on and said that he
was his fault.
Wrong. Yeah.
He said it was fault. And I told black people went up there with kosher rioting and whatnot, to say anything, you know, and they let you riot like because they wanted to create the atmosphere. But they said, okay, you really want to get back here, get out the vote. That's what they were doing. So I'm almost saying that the Democratic Party, the DNC, and whoever was funding this stuff last year What they need to be doing is investigating, because they were instigating riots and stuff like that all last year. The sole purpose was to get black people to vote. That's it. Now all this anger. This is the point I'm trying to make tonight, and when I want people to take this again. All that anger that y'all whipped up last year didn't go away. Now, as always, Diners, black people are taking that anger out on each other. That's why you see one rapper in Atlanta got shot up, Shay, whatever his name is, got almost, he said, wow, he was almost accident, shot up, whatnot. You got this rapper getting killed and shot and everything. Every day someone's getting shot and killed. A friend of mine, one of the BAO members, he said he's moving out of Chicago. I said, man, I can't take it no more. Every day I fear for my life. He has a 15-year-old son he don't even let out of his house. What kind of way is living at? So he bought some land in Arkansas. He's supposed to go to Africa. He said, but I can't wait for Africa. I got to go to Arkansas. Yeah. So he bought a house. He said, I got to get out of Chicago. I don't care how much money I make there when I got to get out. But these areas are war zones, and nobody cares. When's the last time you ever talked about who cares about? Look, there's black people who can't go to the store, Diners, and get a bag of groceries without getting assaulted. There's women that get raped in our communities and whatnot, girls getting molested. Drive-by shootings and everything, people are living paycheck to paycheck. No one's talking about that. All everybody wants to do is get on TV and look cute and talk about the orange man and how I want Trump to go to jail. I wish he'd get impeached and all this kind of stupid stuff like that. That's what black politics is. It's time to start freaking reining these people in. You're not in our community. The issues in our community is crime and violence. And one guy was saying in Minneapolis last year, George Floyd, he said, well, we appreciate you white people coming here, but y'all breaking shit up. We got to live here afterwards. Was he right? Now look at Minneapolis. That place is a hellhole, right? Mm-hmm. They came there, wrecked the city, and the whole social fabric fell apart, And the people that got to live there all across America, people rioting and stuff like that. Now the basic social fabric of these communities are not even there anymore. And so therefore now it's anything goes. If you say defund the police, that gives the criminal things I can do whatever I want. No one's gonna. Right. It's like and nobody ever said no. There's no black man strong enough to say, look, yeah, we understand the police, but police are necessary, and I'm gonna side with law enforcement over your ass. No one says that. But the thing is, over here in Africa, these people will side with law enforcement on your ass in a minute.
Right.
I seen a guy get hemmed up the other day. I see where I'm staying at is right next door to the vice president's house, right? The compound I'm in, the vice president lives right next door, right? Gonna be going with me, okay? The vice president lives right next door. I don't know what this dude was doing, man, but this big 6'4" dude with gun, big cop Diesel brother had this dude hemmed up, whatnot. They do not play. They do not play. Take my red card. The red card. So they do not play, and ain't nobody sitting there talking about, oh man, they watch these dudes. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Give me. So therefore, what I'm saying is this: the people here are law-abiding. Take that up, right? The card. Yeah. Okay. I said the people here are law-abiding and everything like that, and like I said, Black America, for the most part, we're not law-abiding. I'm just gonna say it like that. We're not law-abiding. And it's the point I hate to say this, but Black people in America, we're not civilized. We're the main ones. Oh, we need criminal justice reform. What the fuck is criminal justice reform? We got massive. Yeah, we need more prisons. We need more people going to jail. Right. I'm gonna tell you like that is. We need more punishment. We need the death penalty. Right. We need these things, along with opportunity zones, all stuff like that. We need reward and punishment at the same time. We need more police. We need more courts. We need more people getting convicted of crime. We need to bring down crime and fight crime from within. But like I said, until I actually came over here and seen a Black society functioning, I couldn't have that testament. I came over here and I see people functioning with very little. These people don't have a tenth, like not even 5% of what we have, and they get along. You see, they're happy. They make it do. They get by day to day. But here, Black America, you can have $400 in your pocket, rims on your car, and all the stuff like that. some ice cream, baby? Get nice. We'll put it. Tell them to put it on ice cream. Yeah. So so therefore, I don't want to hear anything about what we don't have in America. I don't want to hear nothing about poverty. I said, come over here and see real poverty. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll sign this. She wants an ice cream. Do I got to sign it? Do I got to sign it? Yeah, sign it. Okay. Yeah. I said, you come over here and you see real poverty.
Mhm.
You see real poverty.
Hey guys, hit the like button again. Please hit the like button. Also, too, if you'd like to call in, email is in the chat room. Again, email is in the chat room. Send me an email, and I will forward you the link. And then also, too, we just launched our real estate site, One Africa Properties. What we're doing, we're streamlining and making the buying process for acquiring real estate in Africa more easy.
Hope you could open up an office here in Liberia.
Yeah, so guys, let me share the site with you guys. So if you're for all your real estate liens, and we're adding listings every day. So again, we're adding listings every day. So please consider us for your real estate needs. Again, oneafrica.com. Again, oneafricaproperties.com, oneafricaproperties.com. And again, we are reimagined home in Africa, your central source for land or property on the continent. So what we're doing, we're building the Redfin, Zillow, Trulia, for Africa. So guys, by all means, come check out the site, oneafricaproperties.com. Again, oneafricaproperties.com. We're adding listings every day. So go ahead, Colin.
Yeah. So, like I said, I hope you consider Liberia as a place to get into the real estate business because I think
Of course.
it's like a bit easy. I got the connections and people that you could talk to set that up here too. Because like I said, this is Africa made easy. No BS, no hush, no like that. Africa made easy. If you want to, like I said, to summarize, right? When I got off the freaking plane, right, I touched down. I get my African American Africa sign that you thought was a gang symbol.
Yeah.
And
Kyla stepped out of the airport in Monrovia and immediately started throwing up Virginia blood sets.
yeah,
Blood. Kyla Genesis, blood.
they'll
Bloods in
say,
Liberia.
Anyway, people greeting you and everything like that, man. I'm driving through Robertsville Highway. It's just like I'm driving to Delaware. Very familiar, right? And then on late at night, it was like 12 o'clock at night and stuff like that. So I didn't see any people out one night. So it felt like I was driving on the eastern shore of Virginia, very familiar and everything like that. I was like, okay, this is easy, because my images, I'm gonna be on dirt roads and whatnot, and I'm gonna crash into an elephant, whatever. I knew that better, but but I was like, okay, modern Africa, and I'm looking at lights and whatnot, businesses at night and everything going past and everything. If you ever come to Liberia, I'm gonna tell you a place that I ate it. We had a picnic at Caesar's Beach yesterday. I'm gonna tell you, Caesar's Beach was a testament, right, to the. Says this is how it is. These families, the Coopers and everything, had their own beaches and lagoons, right, that the family owned. And in the back, right, they could see the ocean, right, but you can't from their houses, right, on the hill, but you can't see the houses from the ocean. They had their own lagoon, right, where they had boating and stuff like that, places where they cook out, and on the front side where they entertain guests and everything. Huge land, the Caesars, Anyway, they have a big clubhouse and everything like that, But all these families, right, these dynasties, the Coopers, the Randalls, all these people, right, had beachfront property. And you know something, folks? You can do the same thing because you can get a piece of beachfront property in Liberia for very, very cheap,
Right.
And so, therefore, all this has 300 miles of coastline, virgin coastline. And so, like I said, if you have an idea, an investment idea for a beach resort, whatever like that, you can do it here. There's nobody gonna tell you no if you basically come up with the money and have a good plan. You know, like I said, Africa made easy. You know, you don't have to go through Dr. Boom Shakalaka. You know, you don't have to go through all these whatever the hell you're going through and everything. These horror stories I keep hearing. Oh, I went there and they took our land. We don't have to have another Bianca situation. We don't have to have that. You know, you have people that when they see you from America and everything, and you're African American, they know exactly why you're here. You know, they'll tell you. You know, we know. But this is another thing, nice, right? Liberia has 200 something years of Black people from America coming there, so it's nothing new. All you're doing is continuing what our ancestors were doing. You know, they say Black people coming from America, coming from the West. That's what Liberia is. So I wasn't nobody special coming here. I'm just continuing what my ancestors were doing all the time. You know, I'm just in 2021. I'm just continuing what my ancestors were already doing. You know, my ancestors were already doing. You know, that's it. Yeah. I'm only continuing what my ancestors were already doing. You know,
Right.
and so therefore, that's what I mean. Africa made easy. You know, can I say it again? Do I have to spell it out? Do I got to put in big letters, right? You already had a path laid out for you. You know, people, African Americans, were coming here for 200 something years to this land. You know, yeah, there was conflict, yeah, there was stuff like that, but for the most part, every last single Liberian are glad you're here. They glad you're coming here. Can I say that to you again? Do I have to say it in Greek? Do I have to preach? You know what I'm saying? Do I gotta say hallelujah and amen? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But let's say hallelujah, amen. The bottom line is it's no big deal, you know. We've been doing this for hundreds of years, coming to this particular part of the land and everything, you know. And the bottom line, like I said, this is a way into Africa, you know. It's like Africa easy, Africa light, you know. It's a piece of the continent. And make no mistake, you're in Africa. You know, it's cosmopolitan. It's mine. Let me give you an example. Like I said, when you drive through Liberia, you think you're in the United States. You think you're in the southern states. You know, that's what it looks like. You know, you think you're in the southern states. You know, the way people act, everything. You think you're, but then you're always reminded when you see women carry stuff on their head and stuff like that, and they carry the babies on their back and everything. That you're in Africa. You know, so it's a blend of both worlds. You'll see people that look like they're from the Gullah Geechee area, and you'll see people that look like they're from the hinterlands of Liberia, all in one place, getting along, fellowshipping. It's an Africa, you know, it's what I dream about an African, you know, an African state, you know, you know, what I'm saying? I dream about an African state, you know, which one? Which one? This one?
We got a
So
caller.
I dream. All right.
Righteous Father, go ahead, bro.
Okay, so I'm glad you finally made to Liberia. You checked it out.
Yeah, I like. You don't have a camera, bro. You don't have a camera.
No. Why?
Oh, you have a camera. Come on, bro. I like talking to people. But go ahead. Wait.
All right. So anyway, why is it that you have to down African Americans in order to put up Africa? I mean, why can't you just do?
Hold on, but Kala has a point. I'm kind of tired of people calling in. Not saying you're trolling, bro, but listen, I've been coming on YouTube even when I was in corporate America, making six figures, and my bosses knew I was coming on, and it stopped me from getting a promotion. So, brother, if we're gonna have this discussion, I need you to turn your camera on.
Yeah, turn the camera on.
I need to see you. I kind of agree with Kala on this one. I'm just kind of tired of people calling in, and not showing their face. And it's always, I don't want to be seen when I've been putting myself out there, and I had a lot to lose. Yeah. So, brother, turn your camera on. Hello. There you go. Thank you, brother. Go ahead. There you go, brother. Go ahead.
Can we talk now?
Yeah, go ahead. We can talk now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So again, why do you have to always sit down African Americans? And why you promote Africa? Just. I don't understand. I mean, we don't need a whole bunch of crime, cracking down by the police. I don't understand that. I don't understand why you feel that that's the need. Yes, it's a crime problem, but there's also a poverty problem. There's also a lack of opportunity problem. And and that's because of racism. I I mean, yeah, black people have individual agency and
Yeah,
choice.
look, let me say something, right? Racism is something you choose to engage in. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you something. Let me let you
So
understand
now
something.
slavery is a choice.
Hold on. You're not white. You're never gonna be white. They're
Okay, I
never
get
gonna
that.
accept you. They're never
Right.
gonna accept you, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When you learn to love yourself and know who you are and whatnot, you don't worry about them, right? You know,
Okay.
they're not gonna like that. Black people use racism as an excuse to sit here and be with white people. Just say it like this: you love white people. You think they're gonna change. You think they're gonna have a change of heart and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Well,
You like them sympathizing with you. You like the pity. You like them saying, "Oh, black people, not man." Me, I was a man. You know what I'm saying? When I was raised by a strong black man.
I was
A
too.
strong black man and whatnot.
I was too.
My father, well, real black men, real black men take responsibility for themselves. Say, this
Of
is what we're
course.
gonna do.
Of
Things I
course.
can't control. Things I can't control. That I can't control. This I can't control. Like I said, Dynas, he's building something, right? Why? There's something
That's great.
search
I
for
salute
Hulu,
him.
what he's doing, they can't take away. Genesis, what I'm building, they can't take away from me, right?
Okay.
So I'm creating. You got to be the creator of the master of your destiny and create your own reality. You
Okay.
know, but when you just basically like, oh, we're pressing. Bottom line is this: the world moves on without you because when you come over here, right? You come over here. First thing I notice, right? You see people living their lives and everything. I can't go up to an average Liberian and start having a conversation about racism, white supremacy. They don't know what the hell you're talking about because they're in their own world and everything. They don't know anything about all this stupid stuff, you know. Even when they come to America, the people know what they want out of America. They come here, make business, make money, make moves, and they get the hell out of here. You know, we're the only ones that think that that there's some relationship that somehow it's our responsibility. Why don't we let the Chinese, the Arabs, and everybody else fight this racism thing once in a while? Why is that? Why is that our responsibility?
Because they're doing it to us. That's why. I mean, we not. I
No,
don't
no, no, no,
fight for
no,
other
no,
people,
no, no.
but they, our
So
people, we're the one catching the brunt of it, and then they come over and pop
catch the brother what? Catch your brother. Give me
of
an example.
racism
Give me
and
specific.
discrimination.
Well,
Right?
give me a specific example.
I gave you a specific job discrimination,
No,
employment
no, you gave
discrimination.
me hold on. You gave me a vague abstraction. The majority of problems in Black America, right? The majority of problems in Black America, right? Crime, you know, and none of that. It's not even so much as unemployment. That affects everybody, right? Black people are resilient. They bounce back, unemployment, everything like that, you know. And there's a lot of black people who are doing well. So you telling me that the black people who are doing well in America are they victims of racism too? You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
who
they have.
exactly are you talking about?
Yes, I'm an educated person. I'm a professional. I'm an educator. I deal with racism every day on my job. But I don't. I mean, I'm not
See,
going
that's
to.
the whole problem. That's the whole problem. See, I'm an educated person, right? I own my own business. You know,
Okay, good for you.
I chose.
That's wonderful.
Hold on. I chose to build a company, right? A business, right? That I don't have to deal
Okay,
with that. I don't
okay.
have to deal with that. I don't have to go there and play
You do
games
have
with
to
people.
deal with it.
Stuff
You do have to deal.
like
With it. You have to get new customers. You have to deal with the state insurance
how I
regulation.
do it. You know how I do it. The fact that when I'm in front of people, right? I'm so good at what I do, right? Like that. People just basically say, "Oh, this guy is above average. He's professional. He's the best." I protect my reputation. I don't
So you
rely
different
on.
from the rest of the Negroes is what you're telling us. You you you
What you
you
say?
you different from the
No,
rest of
no,
us
no. I know
as Negroes.
that's a little sly comment and whatnot, you know. But don't even try it. Is it because I know you're a flunky right now? You don't have to
No,
think like that.
you a
You know
flunky.
what I'm saying?
You you
You're a little
you
flunky. I
just
actually
you
own a
just
business.
another
You
BS
want to
talking
look.
dude, man.
I'm saying, I'm like this. See, people who are winners, right, and people who are losers, they think differently. If somebody's a winner, like, all that stuff like
Okay,
that, racism,
okay.
I
So
smack
when are
that.
you gonna move after? You said that your business was keeping you in America. You said
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. So let me say it like this.
So I
So
mean, why are you down to other black people
hold
who
on,
have other
hold on.
reasons why they haven't moved Africa? Moved Africa.
You're here.
You saying
You're
they got a
here.
Negro stalling tactic? What you saying is
Hold on. You're only on here basically because you're angry because I actually went to the continent, right?
no. I've been to Africa. I've been to Africa.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's fine. People always go to the continent to try to discredit it, right? I'm here right now, just basically saying this is a part of my history, my culture, and everything
okay,
like that. You know, I'm saying if you want to come over here and be a part of this, right? That's an escape. If you put your effort into this, right here, you won't be worried about race because America's never going to change,
okay,
right? Your
okay.
problem is you're a social justice warrior. you believe in kumbaya. You believe that racism, black people, white people want to get there. You got
And
white friends.
you think those same white supremacists are not going to follow you? It's Africa. They control the economy in Liberia. That's why Liberia is poor like it is.
Okay, check this out.
They put Samuel Doe in power.
Bottom line is, what you think is the white man's Thanos. You think he's everywhere.
No, I don't think it's Thanos. I'm just saying. I think it's more complicated than you making it seem, bro. I'm not discouraging anybody from going to Africa, Liberia, visiting, living there, whatever you want to do. That's great,
bro. What you say is not going to make that because people are making moves anyway. It's irreversible. You know, you can talk all you want. This is not going to stop. You know, so you're just wasting your time on here tonight.
I'm not trying to stop, brother.
So you're wasting your time.
I just want you to respect. I want you to respect other black people who have make different choices. That's all. That's all you got to do.
Hold on. Look. All I'm saying is this, though. If you're happy in America, see, the thing is, you don't like the fact you're not comfortable in your position in America. That's why you're threatened by this. You know.
I'm not threatened.
Yes, you are. That's why you're on the call tonight. That's why you're here.
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone to talk.
You're threatened by this.
We have a different, more respectful dialogue about this.
Hold on. Check this out. You think that what you think is we're gonna just give up on what we have? We built a whole legacy in America. I could talk to you about America all day, but that's not enough. You know, if you ever listen to College Genesis, you understand. I respect black people. My ancestors built this country, America. You know, I respect that, but that's simply not enough. You know.
So why do you say my bone? Why do you mockingly say our bones are buried here? That's not cool.
I know. Hold on. Yeah. What I'm saying is, when you say our bones are buried here, those people. Let me tell you something. You got white Americans, right? They live all over the world, right?
Right.
You'll see a white man living in Antarctica. You know, he knows America's his home base, whatever like that. He lives in Japan, whatever like that. The only group of people who have no power in America, our bones are being buried in America, right? Everybody else has a place outside of America, and they get respect. What you want to do is, correct me if I'm wrong, right? You think that by having completely allegiance with America, right? That's gonna make things better for you in America. And that's not
what I believe. That's not what I believe. I want black people to have choices. I want black people to have choices, whether it's here in Africa or somewhere else. I just want black people, and I want us to have mutual respect for one another.
Hold on. This is the problem I have, right? There's a lot of people, right? If you're not one of them, that's fine, right? But for this brief conversation, it sounds to me it's like this. You feel threatened by people saying, okay, there's other opportunities, other places else, right? And they diss America. Now, me personally, I came on the show tonight, right? And I meant to say, when I first started, right? And here in Liberia, right, you can't really do that because there's so many Liberians that got like that. Don't come over here with your I hate America sob story. Just come over here and say, this is part of my African heritage. My ancestors helped build this country, and we're going to help develop this country and everything. This is my escape. Just like the Jews have Israel, you know? This is an option. A lot of let me tell you something, right? When you say racism and white supremacy, like you said earlier, right, and I gather, right, there's a lot of people. Do you know if you gave every black person $1 million, right, and set them in a place where they're on their own, right? Let's say all white people went to Mars, right? They got up to Mars. Negroes will follow them to Mars, right?
And say that they are the original Martians.
Say they're Martians, so they could basically be around white people and complain about racism and white supremacy. This is what I'm talking about. This is the mentality I'm talking about. You look for a problem that's not even there. You look for racism and white supremacy because you want to engage this whole thing because you think that's keeping this the dream alive with America. You know, it's not what it is. You have to look at other things. If other people look at other things, you know, if it's not working here, we have to expand. And white people ain't gonna get mad at you, brother righteous. You know, they're not gonna get mad at you. A lot of white people don't give a shit what you do. They don't care about your Pan-African stuff. They don't care. Let me tell you, white people aren't stupid. They know there's people like me out there. They probably know more about Pan-Africanism and stuff like that than you give them credit for. I mean, when you're sitting around playing, shooting at the pool hall and talk about sports, they may not say nothing, right? But they're laughing at you behind your back when you start, we American shit, you know? Our democracy. And no, that doesn't work. I say, look, okay, I'll play the game too. I'll play the game, okay, we're American with that. But the bottom line is I got other options, you know? That's what the Chinese have. Right. The Chinese have, the Jews have, everybody else have. It's time for the black man in America to stop being a fool. We just elected a friggin' criminal and a crook and to the White House and whatnot, for nothing. And we acting like fools and whatnot, giving them our votes, giving them everything. It's time for a change. We got to be out for ourselves and whatnot. This Pan-African movement, and as strong as it goes, and people visiting the continent, building, buying land and stuff like that, it's another option. Right. And so when that becomes our reality, our new reality, that we have other options and everything, we're not just confined to the borders of America. We're not confined. We're going to be stronger, and then they'll respect us. But sitting here talking about, oh, well, why don't I just make the move, just go to Africa? I'm not ready to plunge. I'm going to invest and everything like that. But I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for my future generation. Generation that has something,
Why would you then say, refer to someone else who said the same thing? Hey, I want to go, I'm busy. But then if
look, I always say,
Negro Stone Tape. That's not, why would you say that?
I said, I never told anybody come and live. I said, come and visit. Come and invest, come down, put down some roots. They need people with education, skills here until they can invest. You may not want to live on the continent. Some people can't. Some people can just uproot and move to the continent. Not everybody can do that. But if you're going to spend a summer vacation, I have more respect for somebody who spend their money. I spent thousands of dollars since I've been here, right? I'd rather spend my money here than spend my money over in Europe. That's what I'm talking about.
I agree.
When I came here and the place I'm at, I got furnished. I use all black African craftsmen from Liberia, and so I put money into the local economy. I'm contributing. I'm giving money to poor people and stuff like that. I'm giving money here, this, that, and the other. I'm helping out. I'm asking what I'm doing. I'm asking questions, right? I'm becoming a part of this thing called Liberia because I want to see this country grow. And if more black people in America do that, you know what I'm saying, you will have a place to go to. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you can come over here, stay for 2 weeks, go back to America, like, wow, I feel like I like that, And then when those white people look at you like, whoa, what's wrong with Righteous, man? He just, he got a glow to him. There's something different about him, right? They'll know because they know they don't own you no more. Your soul and your being is someplace else. That's what we're talking about here. This is for you. This trip right here, this journey right here probably saved my life. Even though I don't have my own business and everything like that, I just felt confined to America, American reality. America can't be my own reality. If America becomes your own reality, this is what you see in Detroit right now, the crime wave, Chicago, and live like that, is black people feel like they have no escape. They've all been told that it's hopeless, crime, racism, white supremacy. If you keep telling people that, right, and then give them no escape, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna? Do you really believe in defund the police going to happen? No. Do you really believe reparations is going to happen? No. So this battle of so-called white racism and everything, what's the end game? There's no damn end game. Other than wait till the next election and get to the polls and get black people off the polls. Building Africa and reestablishing bonds with the motherland and building Africa and whatnot, that's the end game. And people put the energy into this and whatnot, you'll see crime go down in America and everything because we have a new focus, a new vision. So that's what I had to say.
All right, brother.
All right, bro. Good talking to you, man.
All right, brother. Nice talking to you. No problem. All right, cool, guys. We'll take one more caller. A couple more callers. Uhuru and search for Uhuru.com. Uhuru and search for Uhuru.com. Again, Uhuru at search for Uhuru.com. Send me an email and you can call in. Again, send me an email and you can call in, guys. Make sure you go to dynastymir.com. Again, make sure you go to dynastymir.com. Yeah, make sure you go to dynastymir.com. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, like I was saying, I said, look, I never say anybody got to jump on the boat. Why is it people? And we always said this in the BIO. No one's saying that everybody got to get on the boat and leave tomorrow. No one's saying that. But we are saying, damn, you mean tell me you can't even envision taking a freaking trip or investing in an African commodities market or going over here taking a freaking vacation or doing something, even looking up an African website, for God's sake, Everything, if you ain't bound to America, foot and toe, if you don't have America on your neck, they have something wrong with you. We always got to be on our neck, like with America on our neck, complaining. That's the only attitude. So when people say, look, I got other options, okay, I get that and everything, but I'm going to focus on this. Like I'm looking at that little girl Tiffany Banner in Tanzania. 20 years old, got a house in Tanzania, living her life. Young girl. And I'm saying to myself, man, my God, man, you know what I'm saying? So people are making a move. If you could go to the continent permanently, if you're younger, it's easy. If you're in your 20s and everything, you could take that risk. Me at my age, when I can't take that chance, I gotta do what I do right now. But if I was like 20 years younger, yeah, I'd be probably living on the continent most of the time,
Mhm.
But the whole thing is, like I said, you do what you got to do. The main thing is to get involved and have options. There's people out there, Dinus, that don't want this to be an option. I don't know what it is. Because know why? Because they know the whole America thing, of racism, white supremacy. I think it's coming to an end, and it's coming to an end because I think for the first time, I think what it is you got all these other people of color. What do you think about this Nigerian guy, Dinus,
Cool.
that wants to abolish
Black
Black
History
history?
Month.
Yeah,
Kyle, Black History Month for the most part is already abolished. I mean, what
I know.
big Black History Month, Kyle? What big Black
But
History Month?
the thing is,
Kyle, what big Black History Month celebrations have you
not really
seen so far this February?
Black
Like, it's
history.
not nobody's celebrating Black History. Like nobody's
What,
celebrating it.
Things out what I do on my Facebook page is every day I put something on the timeline. Black history must continue. And what I'm trying to say is this though: there's a lot of people, even though Black history is like that, there's a lot of people online who have messenger groups and they send out stuff, post stuff, and everything like that. But the thing is though, you understand something. Black culture has been co-opted by the left-wing Marxists,
Right.
right? And so once it's no longer useful to them or whatnot, they don't have no use for it. Because how can you talk about Black history and you ignore Marcus Garvey? You know,
Right.
how you talk about Black history and you ignore some stories like Liberia? It's not really Black history. It's Black history for the most part. Dinus was created for white people. You know that white people say, "Oh, look, this is Black history. This is what we gotta learn." It's not for us. It's for them. We don't. White people want to know what's about Black history and everything. They don't really learn the scope of Black history, and then when white people do get into history, they think they know more than us. But for the most part, like it ain't like before. Okay, yeah, Black History Month and everything. They used to have in McDonald's. They used to have on the bags, right? This Black inventor and this and the other thing. They don't do that no more. It's before it used to be commercialized, Black History Month and everything like that. But it was such a backlash from a lot of racist white people and everything. This basically they stopped doing it. It's not profitable. And then let's be honest with ourselves, right? There's a whole Black culture that's basically anti-Black.
Right.
How can you talk about Black history when your culture is anti? We got people like Shonda Rhimes and whatnot, and Alice Walker, and do everything they do to degrade Black men and degrade Black marriages, degrade Black culture. How can you do that when your culture degrades Black women? You know, everything is murder, degrading, and everything. That's become the face of Black culture. So how can we talk about Black history? You can't be a thug and a gangster and a criminal. You can't be a Jezebel, a hoochie. You can't be a Cardi B and a Megan Thee Stallion and all this kind of stuff like that. And you can't be a hoochie and all this stuff like that. And then talk about Black history. We gave up that right. That community of Black America, we gave up a long time ago. You know, I remember there was a comment somebody that some one of those stupid white housewives of hip hop. Oh no, made a sly comment about Harriet Tubman. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And I said, what? So basically, you can't divorce yourself from your real history. You cannot wear weaves and fake hair and stuff like that, and cosmetic surgery and everything, and divorce yourself from your heritage and who you are and everything, and then talk about history. You cannot call yourself an Aboriginal American, right? Talking about we were already here and the slavery never happened, and then talk about Black history. You see how Black history is trivialized, Diners?
Yeah.
People are going saying I mean, I thought that was going to go away. There's people actually going around talking about we were already here. You got even Tariq and them talking about Aboriginal this and we were already here and all this kind of stuff like that. Slavery never happened and all that stuff like that. And
Right.
so therefore, you got people. There's a concerted effort to delegitimize Black culture and Black history and de-Africanize Black America and stuff like that. So when you have all these people with all this stuff like that, There's no real interest in black culture and history, you know. But my point was that Nigerian guy was, it seemed like he was doing that out of just to appease white people, you know. That's my point, you know.
Right.
It's even though Black history is still on the books, right, and nobody observes it. What's the point of banning it? That's my whole point.
Right.
What's the point of banning it if nobody really, whatever, it's there. He just basically like it's racist. But the thing is he going to get rid of Cinco de Mayo? Is he going to get rid of St. Patrick's Day? You know?
But Colin, more white people celebrate Cinco de Mayo than
Yeah, you know
Mexicans.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is Black History Month was never really observed. Is he going to get rid of Martin Luther King Day? You know, stuff like that. You know, that's coming next, you know? And so the whole thing is this. So it's like black people don't have much in this country. We're not, but you know, I'm like this. Even though I don't like it's like that, just leave it alone. You know, well, leave it alone. It's not worth the psychological trauma of doing stuff like that. Black people lose stuff every day. It's enough that they're tearing down Confederate monuments, right? Okay, but you're gonna equate black losing Black History Month to getting rid of. In other words, basically calling Black History Month racist. That's not the same thing. Black people are a minority group, you know. So they're trying to equate that with tearing down the Confederate monuments. That's what that is. If you can tear down Confederate monuments, you can tear down Black History Month. That's their logic, and I don't think I think that's a flawed logic. You know, I think that's a flawed logic when you believe you could tear down Black History Month in the same vein as you tear down the Lee statue or the Confederate statue. You know, because black people have never oppressed white people in this country. So you can't compare Black History Month, which we call, you know. Somebody says Black History Month, cancel it. Why? It's not bothering me, you know. I mean, it's not bothering me having Black History Month, you know. About like, some people just don't want a black identity. It's like, oh, let's change to All American History Month. Okay, you know. Somebody says black people have pretty much hijacked by Democrat. Yeah, if it doesn't really fit the Democratic narrative and everything, like what you call it, you see this. Oh, we are no lives matter, Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? It's all about basically get out and vote, support left wing Marxist causes and whatnot. You know, so basically, that's what it is. When you have Black History Month, it depends on who's authorizing it. You know, who's authorizing it. Dang man, all the black heroes, you know, talked about this. They're Marxists. You know. Marcus Garvey believed in capitalism. You know, what you call it? I don't think Martin Luther King would have stood for gay marriage. You know,
Right.
you know but they omit stuff and everything. They have their own version of Black history, and what they do is they get their black their mouthpiece to mouth their words, saying this is who a black hero should be and stuff like that. You know, so we never really had we never on the whole thing, we never really had control over our heroes. That's another thing about what I love about Liberia. Is this. Every Liberian will tell you about the founding fathers of this country. Think about that.
Right.
Founding fathers. Oh, Randall Cooper, Elijah Johnson, J.J. Roberts, King Boswell. You know, they'll tell you about the founding fathers. You know, just like in America, the founding fathers of America, George Washington. These founding fathers of Liberia are revered. You know, so to them, okay, y'all have George Washington, we have J.J. Roberts. You know.
Right. Oh, Colin, have you been to the statue? You been to the Duke Carson. You went to the statue.
Somebody. What you say?
I said, did you go to the J.J. Roberts statue by the Duke?
Oh yeah, I did that. I did a video. I thought I sent it to you. Yeah, I did a whole thing. I did a whole that whole thing underneath the statue.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to you. I said, that right there under J.J. Roberts statue tells a whole story about Liberia. The sculpture underneath that tells a whole story about Liberia. You know, I did a whole thing when I was up there. And so therefore, like I said, like the guy was on just a minute ago, talking about, there's white supremacy everywhere. People want to believe that the white man's everywhere.
Right.
No matter where you go, he's going to be there. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good. That's not the white man. That's Santa Claus, you know. The white man is everywhere. He has all the power and everything. That's not the white man. That's Thanos, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Carl's been getting that. Yeah, I've been in the sun, bro. The sun's been I'm getting this suntan. I'm over here. But the whole thing is this. Yeah, the whole thing is this. When you come here, like I said, the white man's omnipresent. He's everywhere. And it gets me that if the white man dynasty, if the white man was so great, why is it that he went to getting their ass kicked by these wimpy ass Democrats? Huh? What? They're closing?
Are they closing? No, so Kyle.
Okay. Yeah. So we got
Uh,
any more calls down?
Nah. I sent the link out to one person, but he still hasn't clicked on the link. So we'll go, Kyle. What we'll do, we'll go ahead and close out.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, hopefully I could do. I leave this weekend. Hopefully I can do one more show before we.
Absolutely.
So stuff like that. So basically, I'm having a thing. Somebody said Native Librarians America. There's no such thing as American librarian. That's an invention. I would like people to term. There's no such thing. Never was. American librarians. That's an invented term by the West. There never was no American.
And to be honest, that term wasn't invented until like what, the 60s or 70s?
Yeah, it's a way to describe it. It was created in the 1920s, and it was created by the British, the international press, to describe a group of people.
Right.
Nobody ever called themselves American librarians. Nobody. Nobody ever said the word. But you show me any writing where they said the term American librarians, and they what you call it. Anyway, this cafe is shutting up. I got to get ready to get out of here, Dinus.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for having me. And is anybody calling in? I could.
No, that's it, bro. That's it. That's it, brother. But hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. And Brother Colin will be back on sometime.
Yeah, give a link. Give a link to my my Ning site, Dinus.
Okay. BAIO. Yeah. I already did.
Yeah. And also, you join the Liberia chapter. You can meet my Liberia group. We grow in a Liberia group. I got like stickers and posters all around Monrovia. We're growing an organization, BL Liberia chapter here. It's growing and everything like that. Okay. So, you want to be part of this? You want to get people? You want to know how to buy land or buy property here and stuff like that? Join us. And so, like I said, we're doing great things. Anyway, Dinus, thanks for having me, and I'll see you next time, brother.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Peace.
Good.